Hello, welcome in. Get out the cold. Remember, shoes off at the front door. Get some snacks and come take a seat. And join us here in the Music Shack with both
Ray
and Jack. And we're back with another episode on maybe Friday or Saturday. Look, it's a busy week.
I know. Our recording
so
schedule
much.
our recording schedule's all over the place. We're both have so many things going on in our lives right now. So I'm sorry. We do make time to record, just not always as early as we'd hope. And next week there won't be an episode, but that's okay. We move. We're sorry for being late, but we hope you still enjoy the podcast.
It's a good one and a short one, possibly. No, it's going to be a short one. We're not saying possibly because whenever we say that, it's never a short one, but it is a short one.
We actually don't have a very long list of topics this time, and also the few topics, I don't know how long we're going to talk about them for, so it might actually be a short podcast for once, which is fine. Maybe you guys are also just as busy as us and you don't have time to listen to this, which means that you get a short podcast too. But maybe so much drama will happen tomorrow and we'll be like, oh my god, oh shit.
Yeah. Don't.
And you guys will be like, why aren't they talking about the drama? Anyway, let's get started. I think a big thing based off of last week, we talked about the Eras Tour movie last week, which was really fun to discuss. And that comes out on October 13th. And just a few days ago, Taylor announced that not only does it just come out in North America, it also comes out internationally, which is really, really exciting. There's a list of over 100 countries that's being played in. And a few of the countries are not getting it on October 13th. They're getting it early November, likely just because of distributor things. At least you're still getting it. I know it sucks. Go on to Taylor's website if you're wondering if your country is included in that. And get your movie tickets because both me and Jack are going on October 13th now, which is exciting.
Yeah. So exciting. We can obviously you said last week how it's definitely not definitely, but there was rumours it was coming around the 13th.
Yeah.
For everybody. I thought it'd be a wee bit later. I honestly thought we'd get it next year just because we've not obviously had the tour over here yet. And there has been some discussion of people not wanting to see it because they want to wait for the tour first, which is, I mean, completely
Fair.
okay.
Yeah.
I kind of had the same thoughts, but by the time this comes out in October and my shows are in January and August and stuff, so, January and June and August and stuff. So there's
what?
So much.
Since when were you going to? Since when were you going to Australia? I don't.
It's just a one-on-one session. That's it. It's just a secret session. Just for me though.
Wait, the Australia concert in February. There's really nothing happening in January. So yeah, you just made that up.
Yeah, it's just a secret session. Yeah, I wasn't meant to tell you guys.
Anyway,
but no, it'll be fun. Got my seat booked on the 13th, and I'm going to try and book it a couple more times. But
yeah, I haven't booked any more days, but I kind of want to go more than once. But I also see all the other days getting filled up too, and it's I should book it soon. But I think I want to go once 2 or 3 weeks after it premieres, so the theater will be empty and I can just enjoy it.
Yeah, just a random time or day.
Yeah,
it's not last night or something. Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna see it on the opening day, and then the next week I'm gonna try to get a showing on a weekday, because I feel less people will be there on weekdays, and it'll just be nicer. And then I'll get another showing 2 weeks later to just embrace it even more.
That's so good. I specifically tried to go to the first showing because I
Nice.
wanted to see the chaos.
Yeah. So what I found in my theater, I don't know if it was the same for you, but the first showing at my theater's at noon on the 13th.
Mine is at 6, I think. 6 p.m.
Yeah, so that makes more sense because that showing, the noon showing at my theater, is completely empty because it's a Friday at noon. People are working. People have things to do. I'm going to the 7:30 p.m. showing or something, and that one's completely full, and it was the first one to fill up. So
that's so exciting.
Which makes sense because that's prime time to see a movie. But yeah, it's exciting. Jack, did you have any problems with buying the tickets, or was it a pretty smooth process for you in the UK?
So it was actually okay. I tried to get my friend to go, but it's impossible to get anybody to go anywhere with me. So I had to go myself. But so it was actually kind of half an hour to an hour after they came out, because I was trying to obviously see if they were coming or not.
Mm-hmm.
So I managed to get them fine. like initially it was like, so I have a cinema really close to me, and that one didn't announce it was getting it until like kind of half an hour after. We knew it was because it was listed, but it just hadn't like updated.
Oh, okay.
So I was originally going to go to one like that I still probably will go to because they have like the special buckets and stuff, and I'm really excited. But
Ooh, fun.
the
I don't
one
know if
near me
my
updated half an hour after. They probably should. I think they have like just the kind of eras print on them.
Yeah, because
but
I
it's
thought
actually okay.
I thought those were like AMC exclusive, which is what they said when they announced it, when like it came out in my
Yeah.
theater, right? So like there's no AMCs in Canada, so obviously I'm not going to an AMC. But they're clearly
Hopefully one
not.
opens up.
They're clearly not AMC exclusive if they're giving them out internationally, so they might have it at my theater too. We'll see.
Yeah, just keep an eye out. But there was a wee bit of drama on pricing. I think people need to realise, I don't know if this was the same as the US or like Canada and stuff, but like people need to realise that the way cinemas do event showings, so this is concerts, this is like theatre, this is like everything that's like recorded and like in a pro shot and put into cinemas, the ticket price is always higher. Like it's an event pricing, so it's like tickets
Different.
are £20 in
Yeah.
like the UK, which is normal for event pricing, but people are getting so mad at it. But it's like, obviously this costs a lot to make, and the cinema needs to make money as well on top of this.
Yeah, and like we talked about
That's why they
last
put them
week,
higher.
Taylor's giving a really, really decent a percentage to the theater. So
Yeah.
not only are you going to support Taylor or whatever because you're a Swiftie, you are supporting your local theater, which is really, really important and exciting. But I didn't actually know that they had like different event pricing. I remember seeing the price, and like I had just seen the Barbie movie, for example. I just seen Bottoms, and I was like, I don't remember paying this much for those movies.
Yeah.
That's what my first thought was. But then I was like, but I kind of just like clicked through it quickly because the tickets were selling so quickly, and I wanted to get a good seat. So I was like, you know what? I mean, I was gonna go regardless of the price. Like, let's be honest. But like. Yeah, it was more expensive, but I didn't think it was like significantly more expensive. Like it wasn't like, oh my god, this is like $100 for a movie ticket, which I guess that's like reasonable. That's like if it was that much, it would be insane. But like, I don't think it's like that big of a deal. I think, like you said, if that's what's normal for event movie ticket pricing, like I don't really know, but if that is what's normal, then it doesn't matter. Movies are expensive, and you're going to get like an experience out of it. And if you don't like the price, if you can't afford it, I'm very confident that like by December it will be on, or at least after all of the Eras Tour shows in 2025 or whenever the last day will end up being, because who knows. Whenever the last show will end up being, I'm very, very sure that Taylor will put it onto a streaming platform eventually. So don't be like, if you can't afford it and you feel like it's too expensive for a movie and you're not going to go, you will still get a chance to see it. I think the reason to go to the theater and see it is to like see it with a bunch of other Swifties, to have that experience, and to also like see it now and not have to wait. So if those things are valuable for you, like for me, like that's something that I want to do, then I definitely buy it. It will be cheaper than an actual concert ticket, so.
And it'll be so good though, just to be there with everybody. But
Yeah.
Disney Plus is 100% swiping this up, so it will be.
Oh yeah, it'll probably be on Disney
like
Plus.
somewhere soon, probably after tour, but
I do
it'll still be
believe
there available.
Taylor still has one more movie with Disney Plus in her contract with them, right?
I think so, but I thought we always thought it was the Evermore film, but
Yeah,
we're wrong.
that will never happen.
This never happened.
But also, yeah, she's never gonna go back to Netflix anyway. So it'll definitely be Disney Plus or like Amazon. If not, it'll be on Amazon. Because I could totally see Taylor doing Amazon, considering like how much she's partnered with like Amazon TV shows in terms of her songs, like The Summer I Turned Pretty and stuff.
True.
So clearly she has a relationship with Amazon to some extent. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I don't see it not being on a streaming platform, is what I'm trying to say. You'll also probably be able to buy it, like rent it, like a month after, digitally. It'll be like any other movie. Anyway, that's it for the Heirs tour movie. Do you have anything else to add, Jack?
No, just if everybody that wants to go got tickets has the best time. Just that's literally it. It'll be so fun. So
it'll be fun, and yeah, I'm excited to talk about that on the podcast after October 13th. The next thing that we have to talk about is Maisie, the Good Witch Deluxe, which we also talked very briefly about last week, just because she had started teasing it. And she has posted like 2 new TikTok snippets since then, as of recording this podcast, which one of them is the main reason we're going to talk about this. The first TikTok snippet that she posted was a song, I'm going to call it 5 Day Gap, because I think that's like based on the snippet. We don't know what it's called. That's what I'm going to call it, based on the snippet. You probably have seen it because it like went completely viral, of people like, not positively viral. It went viral of people hating on it, which sucks, because I'm going to be honest. Like, I don't know what you think about the snippet, but like, I listened to that snippet like as soon as she posted it, like I do with all of her snippets, because #1 Maisie fan. And I was like, I don't know if I like this. Like, I was like, but my first thought wasn't, I hate this. It was, I don't know if I like this, but I am sure I'm not going to make an opinion until I hear the whole thing. Because at the end of the snippet, you can tell that it's going into like some kind of drop and like musical like entrance. And I'm like, that part of the song can like make this part better when you hear it all together. You know how that's kind of how it works with music, right? It just sucks that she chose that as like the snippet to put on TikTok, and what like everyone's gonna see, and not everyone's gonna go listen to the whole song potentially. But yeah, this caused a lot of hate. I don't know, what did you think about the snippet itself, Jack?
So like, I don't know how I feel about it. So I really like songs like this. I like songs, and I spoke about this before, but like you have like Dover Beach, like part 2 and stuff, and then you have like Skinny Dipping, and I've got something to say about that, so I'll come back to it.
Yeah.
But like the way, like I love it when like speaking happens in songs. Like I love spoken word as like its own genre. So when people do it within music, like within like pop or rap or anything, like it just it elevates it for me. There is something that slightly throws this off, and I think it's just the way the syllables are done. Yeah. Like the way that it's like some words are like extended, but I also feel like kind of what you said. Like I feel like once we get the full song, like there might not necessarily be like a reasoning for it, but like I think we'll get a bigger picture of like how it sounds within the song, and I think we're all gonna like it a lot more. But I don't hate it, but it's like it's interesting just the way like, the words are extended.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like I like talking in songs somewhat, but there is a way that you could do talking in songs and not do it well. I feel like the backing track is what's almost making it sound like that, because there's that really loud ass cowbell in it.
Tina, stop. Tina got given it for one song and she ran with it.
I know, real. But like, yeah, it's quite loud cowbell, and it's like, it just sucks. I don't like. See, it's very distracting, and like, but my thinking is also like exactly like I like Skinny Dipping a lot, and Skinny Dipping is obviously all the verses are talking, but I'm like, if I heard Skinny Dipping and I just heard 10 seconds of one of the verses and did not hear the chorus, I think I wouldn't like Skinny Dipping from that 10 seconds of the verse, right? Okay. Because it doesn't have like the whole like context, I guess. Like the reason I like Skinny Dipping is because of the chorus. I really like the chorus, which maybe makes no sense, but
no, it does.
And I know your opinion is different because you really like talking, and I don't know. But that's just how I feel. But
Like,
I don't know.
see, when you were saying about the cowbell, I honestly didn't even realize it was a cowbell. I thought it was just the metronome that was left on because we weren't like we didn't have the final version of it yet. But it is really loud.
I thought it
So
was
do
a
we think that's
cowbell
what's
and that
happening?
it was in the actual final version, but maybe it's not.
Maybe we're just being like fooled, but because no, but it actually might be a
Okay.
cowbell. Like this might be what we're getting, and that's like what's keeping it on, like, on beat. But
Yeah,
like,
I don't know. It's just weird. But anyway, like, we still love Maisie, and like, I'm
yeah,
definitely like not saying that I don't like this song until we hear the whole thing. I think, um, I think that it's okay to not like artists' music, like not like an artist that you love majority of their music to not like one of their songs and say like, hey, I don't like this isn't my favorite. But just say that it's not your favorite and move on. like yeah, okay,
yeah,
we just went in for like 20 minutes talking about what we liked or what we didn't like about it. But that's what this podcast's about.
true,
But also like,
very true.
so for context for people who don't know, essentially people were like quote tweeting this on Twitter, being like, this isn't it, like I don't like this. And then like it got it those some of those tweets went viral, and it got the attention of a bunch of people who like don't usually listen to Maisie's music or have listened to some of her like TikTok stuff, but not like, you know, History of Man or something.
Yeah,
Something that I would consider like Maisie's best work. Um, and then they're going off in the comments being like, oh my god, like, yeah, I've never liked any of her music, this sucks, she like, how could she call herself a songwriter, like bullshit like that. Like, stop dogpiling, like it's awful. Like, if you don't like it, you don't like it. And I think that there's this I had this conversation with this some in my replies on Twitter, because I was like kind of defending people, like,
yeah,
it's okay to not like a song, and it's very important that fans, specifically like stan culture, has almost made it that like if you don't like one thing that a person you stan does, then all of a sudden you shouldn't be a stan. Which, like, that's not, it shouldn't be like unconditional like that. If you don't like something, you should be able to say it, and like hopefully that person can improve from it. Or, if they like if Maisie likes the song and other people like the song and I don't like it, I'm not going to be like, I hate you and I'm like never gonna listen to the song, because I still will listen to it, because it's like Kate's Brother. Like, we all joke about how Kate's Brother is just like a joke song and like whatever, but I still listen to Kate's Brother. I still sing every freaking word at all of her shows. I don't like, it doesn't matter to me, but like you can still express that opinion, but I think that you have to express it in a way that doesn't encourage other people to start hating on her, because like it was just so bad in the comments, and it was like, we are having very important discourse in the fandom because out of love for Maisie, not out of hate, out of love for her. And you, as a hater, were not invited to this discourse. Like, this is our family business, not yours. But
oh,
yeah.
it, yeah, it did reach like a really large Twitter. It went like even more viral on Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think people. It sucks when that happens though, because it's like these people don't even take the time and write like you're introduced to an artist for an artist, like through this clip or something. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't have the time or don't want to take the time to like go and listen to the artist's other stuff, but it's
Yeah.
sad because that's a lot of people that potentially like that
They're
have
missing
first
out.
set their eyes on Maisie and are now just going to miss out. So
Well,
it's
they
their
are
own
missing
loss.
out. It's their own loss. And you know what? She's still successful. She's slaying. So, whatever. And we're still going to support her. And I think just like I think also it's really important to remember that Maisie's like quite active on Twitter. She
Yeah,
reads everything. Like, she literally reads everything. So she definitely saw all of that stuff. And, like, it's not like you're just having discourse between fans. It's different when like, the artist is probably going to be reading it. And it's, like, it's okay to criticize, but, like, do it in a way where it's, like, either, like, post it in your circle, like most people do, or just, like, also rip Twitter circles, or just, like, be nice in a way, being like, I'm still excited for Deluxe, you know, like, because everyone is. We're still excited for the Deluxe version. And I think, I hope that this, like, incident doesn't, like, tamper all of that for Maisie, because she should still be excited about putting out a Deluxe version of a really good album.
She I think from what I seen earlier in the week, she made a statement, not a statement. She, like, said at her was it at one of her
yeah, at
one of her shows,
VIP sessions, yeah.
Yeah, just to say, like, not to record, or, like, just because, like, she doesn't want the pressure of, like, maybe performing a new song and then, like, being kind of thingied into releasing it because it's already, like, out there, right? Am I getting that right?
Yeah, so she's been playing unreleased songs at all of her VIP sessions. She's been playing unreleased songs at all of her VIP sessions this tour, but not all of them, but some of them. And anytime she does, she asks people not to record, and the fandom has been really great with that. Like, so I don't think that was, like, a direct result of this, because she's been doing that the whole tour before any of this happened. I think it's just something that she probably wants to do to, like, still feel like the song is hers, and that, like, if she decides to make that song into, like, a fully produced version that goes on an album, and she decides to change bits of it and change lyrics, which is, like, what artists do when they make music, right? Very normal. But some people will be like, oh, I liked this version better, or whatever. And so it's just easier for her to share music with us and not, like, you know, that's what she wants to do. She wants to share music with the people who, like, will unconditionally support her, and not, you know, the entire world to just, like, see and complain about all the time, which can be quite exhausting, I can imagine. Yeah. Not to, like, assume her intentions. That's just my guess of her intentions.
No, I think you're right, though, because it must be hard to release a song and then people be like, oh no, I like this version better. So, stuff. Just be nice. Stop hating on her.
Stop hating. And I think Maisie did post another TikTok snippet of a song that she teased back in early 2022, actually, and it's going to be on the deluxe version. It's Yoko. It's really exciting. It's a really, really good snippet. So go on Maisie's TikTok and listen to it. It's very serious and important.
Do it.
Yeah, do it. But I think that's it for the Good Witch Deluxe chatter. I think people stop hating and be nice on the internet. Be nice on the internet. It's very important. Time
for something.
Time for
interesting.
Something interesting. Called.
Well, that was also interesting, but
everything is something else interesting.
Yeah, there you go.
Called the Good Riddance Tour, which the UK and Europe legs of the Good Riddance Tour kicked off yesterday, and yesterday our time, because we're recording this on Wednesday, but kicked off on Tuesday in Ireland, which is exciting. Essentially, both Jack and I are going to Good Riddance Tour shows in this leg. And I also went to a Good Riddance Tour show in March in Toronto, which was also nice, which is very slay. It's just that my trip happened to align with Gracie's show, so obviously I was going to go.
Did not blame you at all.
But yeah, that's exciting. The set list, let's start with the set list.
So it's not changed.
It's not changed at all, which was interesting for me because I was expecting at least one deluxe song and her to swap one song out for a deluxe song and then everything else to remain the same. but I guess not. I'm assuming she'll play deluxe songs at VIP sound check sessions, probably. At least some of them. But
well, she what song did she just cover tonight? Oh, I can't even think.
Liability.
It came up. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh, I wish that was me.
Yeah, that's such but I want to hear fully produced, the deluxe songs, like fully produced, not like acoustic.
I don't know why she's not added them. I honestly I thought she would have at least had like 2 people on there, or at least 4 or 5.
So I like when you do a tour, you have to like record your backing vocals and and like the backing band stuff and all of that. And Gracie obviously had all of that, and then that's what's like played in the background while you perform, right? If that makes sense. So Gracie had, and then they also have to build like lighting sets for each song, and they have to do rehearsals of all of that, make sure everything works together, looks good together. So when you like build a tour set list, it is a lot of work, right? Like artists go into like they go into like this area, like not this area, they'll like rent out a warehouse or like a recording studio or something to near their first venue to essentially plan all of this stuff, and then they'll go to the first venue for the first show. But Gracie had just finished the acoustic section of the acoustic sessions with Aaron in the US, and then she only flew to the UK, or she flew into London, and then she went to Ireland from there, but she only flew in like 1 or 2 days before the Ireland show, so I assume she just stayed one night in London and then went, got ready for tour. But
yeah,
I just assumed that like she didn't have enough time to do all that to add another song with full production. That's my guess of what happened. Like, because she had so many shows, eras and all, and like all that, and she needs a break between things as well. She can't just be doing bang 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 because you're gonna go on tour for so long. You need some kind of a break in between. So that's what I assume happened. Not that I know anything. Like, I'm just making shit up, but I still would have loved to have. I really wanted 405 on the set list. I mean, that's what I was kind of expecting because she had like played that acoustically before at previous Good Riddance shows before it was even out. So I was like, oh, she's definitely gonna play it.
Well, just bully her into playing it, because that's what they've done with Mess It Up.
So. I have something to say about that, because I think it's totally fine. Like, what happened there is totally fine to like shout whatever. I guess like it happens. If it happens at one show, it's fine. But I think if it happens at every single show, it's really disrespectful. And I think it's fine to like ask for something during sound check when it's like an intimate environment, but in that kind of setting, it's not like Gracie can like ignore you if every single person is chanting for a song. And if you do it every night, like, you're going to encourage her to like just ignore it and like be like, no, I can't do that. And it's cute when it happens once. Like, it's nice when it happens once. I don't, but just don't make it a thing, because it's kind of disrespectful.
I guess we're going to find out tonight if it's a thing. My only worry is that we know how these things can go and how these shows go, and
how Gracie's fans are sometimes.
Yeah. So I'm just worried, but
yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out tonight, but
it'll be okay. I think.
I don't know.
It'll be fine. I'm still happy and excited because I feel like this is my like do-over from my kind of not great experience.
Yeah.
From my previous show, so I'm excited for that.
Hopefully there's nobody sleeping in this one.
I do have a balcony ticket again, which means there might be someone sleeping.
Just wake them up. Be like, do you not know who you're listening to right now?
Yeah.
Well, okay, that gets us on to the stuff that... Okay, so with Gracie, you obviously have soundcheck, VIP, and early entry. With this, she's working with Epic. Is it Epic Rights? Epic something? Epic VIP something?
Epic VIP, something like that.
So to buy these tickets, I think it was around like maybe 80 something for the sound check and 40 something for early entry. So originally they went into this saying that after sound check, if you bought sound check tickets, you would then be not kicked out, but you'd be then removed from the venue to then wait in the queue again outside. So people bought both tickets. So people bought soundcheck and early entry, so that when they came out from soundcheck, they would be then allowed to early entry back into the venue to then get their spot kind of like first in line again where they've kind of been waiting.
Which is insane, first of all. Like, it's insane to ask people to expect that, which I honestly think it was like a mistake or something. Like, they just copy pasted like details from another artist who did that, but like no artist does that. Like, I haven't heard of that in my life, that you crazy. Do a sound check and you have to leave the venue after. Like, that's insane. And so like what are you paying 90 pounds for? Like, it's just insane. So I mean, yeah, I don't blame people for buying both. I just think it's like crazy that was even on there in the first place.
Yeah, like they did fix it really fast, but this has obviously meant people have bought two, me included, right? I was a sucker. I was panicked, right? Like, in the US they sold it really fast. They actually sat here for a while, but I think it was mainly because of this thing, like of this situation, because people weren't sure, so they just didn't want to buy two and whatever. I don't think I've heard anybody successfully get their money back from it. I had emailed and they said they sent my details to like the account department that would then sort it. I heard nothing back. I actually got my details for the early entry and sound check last night, so I doubt it's going to happen now. And the way it works as well, I don't think you're going to be able to get like two like VIP gifts things either. So it's like you're missing out now on like 50 pound, which is a lot, because then that's obviously could go towards merch or anything. But with this VIP package, you obviously get like a gift as well. Like, these artists don't need to do this, these companies don't need to do this. Like, people are paying obviously for sound check and early entry, but they're nice enough to give out a gift. But there's been a little bit of debate, because so in the US, don't quote me if I'm wrong, but the US got like a bigger tote bag, like a normal sized tote bag. A signed lanyard, a Polaroid, and a guitar pick, and a button. Is it? I can't remember what was the other thing. I can't remember.
Yeah, button.
So they've also got this in the UK, but the tote bag is, it's like I'm holding my phone up sideways. This is like. My phone can't fit in sideways into this tote bag, and it's like this. Like,
it's hilarious.
It's like a square.
It literally looks like it got shrunk in the dryer. It's really funny. But I'm gonna say, like, it is kind of fucked up to like say you're gonna give a tote and then like give like half of a tote.
You cannot use that as a tote bag. I'm sorry. Like, what are you going to carry about in that? There's no way. You can't even,
it's just hilarious. Like, the small... Okay, I'm going to be honest, for me personally, like, I have so many big tote bags from so many different artists, and I think, like, Gracie's This Is What It Feels Like tour tote bag was so nice. Yeah. It was so nice. And this one is, like, everyone's been complaining since the US tour that, like, you know... It's just fucking ugly. Like, nobody wants a tote bag that just says Gracie Abrams on it. Like, put something nice on it. So that
it feels like was so cute.
Yeah, it was so cute. But anyway, that's besides the point. The point is that I really believe, like, I think that. So I personally, like, this is a personal thing. I get why people are mad. Like, I get it. I have so many nicer tote bags. I probably would never use that tote bag anyway. And I'm like, wait, this is kind of cute because you can, like, tie it around the strap of your big tote bag and put, like, your wallet or, like, something that you need easy access to in there. And it would be, like, really cute. Or I was like, oh, my God, I could turn it into, like, a jewelry stand or something like that. Like, put necklaces around the handles and, like, put a like cardboard thing at the bottom for like earrings. And I was like really excited. I was like, I've never seen a tote bag this small, but I could do so many things with this. So I was like personally like oh my god, like this is something new. Like I have so many normal tote bags and I could do something fun and exciting with a small tote bag. But that's for me personally. Like I know not everyone has like whatever those desires in their life.
It just made me laugh.
It is quite funny. But I was kind of like, it is kind of like it's kind of a little bit cute. I think the main problem is that they ran out of those tiny ass tote bags in Ireland. They didn't run out in Manchester, I don't think, because I haven't seen anybody complain about running out in Manchester. So I'm gonna assume that they didn't run out. But to run out when you know how many people bought VIP, right? You know, and so to just run out and then to give people the stuff in little like birthday party gift bags is insane, because you're paying for that. Like that is part of what you paid for. It is in the description when you purchase the item, which means it is part of what you paid for, and you are not getting what you paid for, which is like absurd that they could do that. It is absurd when people are paying like a shit ton of money. Like £90 is not just like spare change that people have lying around. People make like intentional decisions to purchase this because it's their favorite artist, because they care enough to do that, or because they're fucking rich. I don't know, one or the other. And most of the people who are fans of Gracie are like young, like they're students. They don't have all the money in the world to just spend on VIP, right? And so they make decisions to do so, and then you're literally scamming them. It's fucked up.
Yeah, you've summed up. I don't even know.
It's kind of funny, but like we're laughing about it, but like it is really sad.
I was looking forward to that, because now it's like I don't even want to buy the one in the merch stand because it's ugly again.
It's just ugly. Like if you get it with your VIP, like obviously whatever, but like I would never buy it. Also, can we talk about how bad the merch is compared to the US merch too? Like I'm not wearing my other Gracie t-shirt, but like it's nice. It's like the drawing that her brother did of her. It's the black t-shirt that I have, and I love that, and they're not selling it again. Or the white Good Riddance shirt was like so much nicer than the black one. I don't know why. Like I don't know why. The only thing that's nice is the poster that Abby made, which is like
it's so cute, right? But like I don't even have any words. Like even the merch that they released on the website, some of it's cute, but it's like I really want that tote bag. But like it's her merch is like, I don't know, like UMG need to like whoever they've got in control of the merch. Like
it's so bad.
It's so bad.
Yeah, it sucks, but she still puts on an amazing show, so that's what matters. Yeah.
Lastly, they didn't have signed lanyards. Either, which is
they're not. But I'm okay with it because it did not say in the description that it was going to be signed. It just said it was a lanyard.
That's true. Yeah.
So it's
there's
not
no group photo at the end either, right? I don't know. I didn't see one last night.
No, but was there a group photo in the?
I think so.
Description?
Yeah, maybe not for all of them, but no.
Well,
Just
I
meant,
took a picture of
one.
the. There was no photo in the US one.
Was there not? I thought there was a couple of photos from VIP shows in the US.
They never did group photos. If
I'm
Gracie did
spreading misinformation.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, guys.
Gracie's never done group photos, and it's Maisie who does the group photos in the VIP. Not Gracie.
Yeah, there was a couple of people that I seen talking about it yesterday. Okay, I'm misinformed. Sorry, guys. I'm not gonna cut it though because I'm human.
Yeah, no, I know 120% Gracie did not do group photos for her VIP. But also the group photos are kind of funny. Like, especially the Maisie ones, because Maisie just comes down in front of the barricade and like stands in places. And if you're like not in the first row, you just can't see yourself. It's like really funny. I think like I said, it's not as bad because they didn't promise it. And also the lanyards are different. Like the Europe ones are like the square ones with a different picture. And then the US ones were the circle ones. And honestly, I like the square one a little bit better. Like it's easier to put in like a frame or something if you want to do that. If it's square, just like looks better. Which I highly recommend putting VIP lanyards in a frame, like with other pictures of said artist or whatever, because I have that. I have a like Maisie shrine in my room with like my picture with Maisie, my VIP lanyard, and like my note from her, and like a picture of Maisie singing on stage that I took. And it's very cute, and I recommend doing something like that for your favorite artists, because they're very, it's a good way to like keep like a lanyard that like you don't want to throw away. It's a memory, but also what are you gonna do with it otherwise? So I honestly think that the lanyard is cuter than the US one, but I've seen other opinions online, like people saying that they like the US one better, which they're both nice. I think it's just a personal opinion.
Well, my goal is to sing my heart out and get this signed Polaroid by Abby. Not gonna happen, but like we'll see.
I also believe like a signature from Gracie isn't like a rare thing. Like if you had like a Taylor signed thing, like having something signed by Gracie isn't like insanely rare. Like that. Yeah. It's like the end of the world that the VIP things aren't signed, because to me it's just like, it's just a signature. Like I have, you know, the Good Riddance signed print or whatever, so I'm like, you can, that's, they restock those like every other week, so if you want a signature you can get that.
There, they literally restocked it last week.
Yeah, that's
Oh, I'm so nervous for tomorrow. I actually don't know why, but it'll be fine.
You'll be fine, Jack. It's gonna be fine. I feel like because I had a bad experience and I always talk about it, you think that it's gonna be the same, but that's not necessarily true.
I hate waiting in queues for so long. I just went, like, it goes so much better. Like, your Maisie experience is so good because it's like you're not just stuck like so awkwardly yourself. But
yeah,
it'll be fine. We'll let you know. Well, I'll let you know. Oh, actually, we'll kind of be telling our experience at the same time, because
because we won't have an episode next week.
But the next again.
So then we'll both have Good Riddance tour. I almost said Airs tour. We'll both have Good Riddance tour stories, which will be exciting. That episode, will come out the day before the Airs tour movie, and then the week after that we will talk about the Airs tour movie. So that'll be good.
A couple of exciting weeks.
There is also some new music coming out. Which will be fun, and we will discuss. Jack, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. So, boygenius announced yesterday, I think, that they are releasing a new record. And it is coming out on the 13th of October.
Slay.
And there's this really nice, like, translucent yellow pressing, and it was only on the boygenius website, but I managed to get it from somewhere, so record store online if you are like looking for it. But so it's called The Rest. It's just like an EP. So we only know one song from it right now, but it's 4 songs. Side A, track 1 is called Black Hole, and I'm excited. And it's coming out on Era's tour release date. Like Era's tour movie release date as well.
Which
so
is
you can
insane.
Listen to it while driving to the Era's tour movie. That's so fun.
Or take public transit and do something good for the world.
Yeah. True. Yeah, I'm just destroying the environment. Sorry.
I'm kidding. I'm just being
suffer as a human this episode. God.
I'm just joking. Don't worry.
No, Ray's trying to cancel us all for using.
No. I never said that.
So in beabadoobee has a new, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just going to be a couple tracks or if it's going to be the full like project. But it's the recorded audio and maybe footage from the Brixton show in London.
Ooh, exciting.
That was part of the Beatopia tour. And that comes out on Friday. So I've not had a chance to really look into it.
Slay.
But it looks really cool, and obviously that was like one of the most iconic shows that we've had. So that'll be out on this Friday, so the 29th. Yep.
That is so
I can't wait to
slay.
listen to that. But
Love that.
That's kind of so far from what we know. The only thing is, no thoughts, just Travis and Taylor are so cool, and it's so cute. And
yes, they are really cute, and we don't really have like much to say about relationship stuff. I think that it's important to remember that, like, if Taylor's happy, we're happy, and Taylor seems happy, and they're also very cute together. So we love that. He's great. And I talked to my football fan friends, my friends who are football fans, and they had nothing bad to say about him, which is a good sign that he's not an asshole, because they actually know who he is. But anyway, I think that's it about Travis. I think that's it for this week. It was actually relatively short. It wasn't short, but it was shorter.
It wasn't 30 minutes what we were going for, but we'll take it.
We ramble. We always ramble. Anyway, thank you for listening, and we will see you in 2 weeks when we talk about the good riddance tour experiences. Yay! Talk then.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.